Have you ever felt like life is this impossibly complex puzzle you're supposed to solve? What if I told you that's a complete illusion? The instruction manual for a good life is laughably simple, but we ignore it. Why? Because simple doesn't sell. Simple feels boring. We crave complexity because it makes us feel significant, like we're cracking a secret code. But the truth is, the most profound secrets are hidden in plain sight. Let's start with a big one, the effort paradox. Think about the last time you desperately tried to fall asleep. The harder you tried, the more awake you became, right? The same goes for happiness, creativity, and even success. Trying too hard, with a desperate, white-knuckled grip, often leads to failure. The secret is detached effort, working diligently, but without the crippling anxiety of the outcome. It's the difference between forcing a flower to bloom and just giving it water and sun. This brings us to the control paradox. The more you try to control every little thing in your life, other people's opinions, the traffic, the weather, the more out of control and powerless you feel. It's like trying to command the ocean. You can't, but you can learn to surf. The ancient Stoics mastered this. They taught that true power comes from focusing only on what you can control. Your own thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. When you let go of the rest, you don't lose control. You gain an incredible sense of freedom and effectiveness. Now let's look inside your head. Literally. While you sleep, something amazing happens. Your brain physically shrinks. No, it's not a bad thing. This allows cerebrospinal fluid to flow through and wash away metabolic toxins that build up during the day. It's a deep cleaning cycle for your mind. If you skip quality sleep, it's like never taking out the trash in your office. The junk piles up, impairing your thinking, memory, and mood. So, the ultimate productivity hack isn't another app. It's getting a good night's sleep. And what about the ultimate goal? Happiness. We all chase it. But happiness is like a shy cat. If you chase it, it runs away. If you sit still and focus on something else meaningful, it might just come and curl up on your lap. Scientists call this the hedonic treadmill. We think a new job, a new car, or a new relationship will make us permanently happy, but our brains have a happiness set point. These things only give us a temporary boost before we return to our baseline. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a byproduct. It comes from making progress on meaningful goals, building strong connections, and contributing to something bigger than yourself. Stop chasing the cat. Start building a warm, inviting home for it to find you. Of course, our own minds can be our biggest obstacle. We don't see reality as it is. We see it as we are. Our brains are riddled with cognitive biases, mental shortcuts that help us make sense of the world but often lead us astray. There's confirmation bias, where we only look for evidence that supports what we already believe. There's the halo effect, where if someone is good at one thing, we assume they're good at everything. We're wired to think we're better than average and to fear loss more than we value gain. You can't turn these biases off, but simply knowing they exist is like turning on a light in a dark room. It's the first step toward clearer thinking. We also like to believe we're rational beings, but the truth is, most of our decisions are driven by emotion. We decide with our hearts and then use logic to justify it afterward. But emotions aren't the enemy. They are data. They're signals telling you what you truly value. The key is not to suppress them, but to pause. Feel the emotion, acknowledge it, and then ask, "What is this feeling trying to tell me?" before you act. That pause is where your wisdom grows. Our past isn't a fixed record either. We think of memory as a video recording, but it's more like an editable Wikipedia page. Every time you recall a memory, you're not just playing it back, you're subtly rewriting it based on your current mood and beliefs. This isn't a flaw, it's a feature. It means you have the power to reframe your own story. You can choose to see past failures as lessons, heartbreaks as opportunities for growth, and yourself as the hero of your journey, not the victim. So, with all this information, how do we simplify? Start with the 80-20 principle. This rule states that roughly 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Look at your life. Which 20% of your relationships bring you 80% of your joy? Which 20% of your tasks produce 80% of your success? Which 20% of your habits define 80% of your well-being? Identify that vital few and mercilessly cut away the trivial many. Focus your energy where it truly counts. Once you know what to focus on, you build habits. A habit is a three-step loop: a cue, a routine, and a reward. You can't just erase a bad habit, but you can hijack the loop. Keep the same cue and the same reward, but swap out the routine. For example, if your cue is feeling stressed at 3 p.m., cue, and you usually grab a cookie, routine, for a moment of pleasure, reward. Try swapping the routine. When you feel that 3 p.m. stress, go for a 5-minute walk instead. You still get the reward, a mental break and a mood boost, but you've installed a better system. And this is where the magic happens, the compound effect. Small, seemingly insignificant improvements, when done consistently, compound into massive results over time. Improving by just 1% every day means you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. It's not about massive, heroic efforts. It's not about motivation, which comes and goes. It's about building a system of small, daily actions that automatically move you forward. Success isn't an event. It's a process. So let's bring it all together. The manual for life is this simple: accept what you cannot control, master what you can, your actions and reactions, and compound tiny improvements every single day. Stop chasing complexity. Embrace the profound power of the simple truths that have been right in front of you all along. Eat well, move your body, communicate clearly, care about others, and work consistently. That's it. That's the code. Now you just have to live it. Thanks for sticking with me on this journey into the simple truths of life. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe to Story by Caring Guy for more content that helps you build a more intentional life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.